Hi guys, glory to Jesus Christ. So I know I've been out of the loop of communication for a while, and I just got an email from one of you actually just saying, hey, are you okay? I've been trying to get a hold of you. And so this is one of the first opportunities I've actually had to make a video. It's completely unrelated to anything except telling you what's been up. I was in Russia for a while. I was very excited. It was sort of a last minute thing where I got offered literally a free trip to Moscow to study with one of the leading proponents of the Russian style, Muscovite style of Russian Orthodox choral music. And I've worked with him before. I've sung under him many times before, but I thought, oh my gosh, free trip to Russia. So I took the free trip to Russia. It was amazing. Got to go to the Kremlin, got to go to all of the churches in the Kremlin. The relics would just blow you away. And also got to spend considerable time at Christ the Savior Cathedral, where there are also, they have a relic of St. Andrew the First called. They have a relic of St. John the Baptist, Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I could talk about it for hours, but it wouldn't be very good watching for you guys because I would just be going, it was amazing, but it was amazing. So anyway, unfortunately, while I was over there, I got an abscess in one of my molars. It's right here. And as abscesses usually do, it developed very quickly to the point where there was one night where I couldn't sleep. The pain was so bad. I would be singing in rehearsal, and my entire side of my jaw would just be throbbing and throbbing and throbbing to the point where it was very distracting. So when it reached its zenith, everything was so swollen that it was actually pushing my tooth out of place, and I could feel it in my gum. And no matter how I would, lie on my bed, I couldn't get the pain to stop. So it was so bad, I took my cross and I put it in my mouth. And I put it on the abscess, and I just started praying to any saint who would listen to me. And God work. And the swelling went down, my tooth moved back into place, and I was able to avoid my greatest fear, which was coming home early. I thought, oh my gosh, I've flown halfway around the world only to get an abscess and come home. That would be awful. Well, God really came through, so I glorify God for that. But of course, I knew I was going to have to see the dentist. So I had to see the dentist. I had to have an excruciating 3.5-hour root canal, which it was more painful than my stomach surgery that I had a few years ago. That's how bad this was. And of course, I had 7 or 8 injections of painkillers. But when you're dealing with an infection like that, it's really hard to numb it because there's so much, gunk in there that a lot of times the anesthetic doesn't really get absorbed. It doesn't get down to the nerve. So at 2 points, I had to have injections directly in the nerve, which is exactly how horrible as you're thinking. Actually, it's probably worse. It was, again, imagine being in basically the worst pain of your life for 3.5 hours. Constant. And I felt so bad for my dentist because she was trying to be gentle. She really was. And I think that's one of the reasons it took 3.5 hours was because I was constantly raising my hand going, I'm in pain, I'm in pain, I'm in pain. And, what is she supposed to do? I think she was getting a little frustrated with me, but, what am I going to do? So, anyway, in the aftermath of that, I had to drive myself home, if you can believe it. And, again, I just had this pain and this swelling, and I got home, and in my kind of super stressed, delirious state, I thought I would sit in my office and do some work, but I wound up just collapsing into hysterical sobs, beating my fists on my thighs like a 3-year-old having a tantrum, to the point where my legs have bruises on them. I'll spare you the sight, but my legs have bruises from my own fists. But fortunately, she also gave me some nice drugs to take away the pain, and they helped. They didn't eliminate it, but they did help. And I'm still on these horse pills of antibiotics, and I still am a little swollen. I don't think you can see it on the camera, but it was bad. It was like embarrassed to go out in public bad. It looked like a squirrel on one side. But of course, because I was in that much pain, I couldn't really speak comfortably. So this is my very circuitous, winding garden pathway of telling you why I haven't been making videos, is because I am only just now mostly comfortable. So that's why. So thank you for listening to this drabble. I don't have anything particularly erudite to say, especially not in this video, so I'm gonna stop. But thank you for your concern, and thank you for staying subscribed. Those of you that have, and I think most of you have, I really do appreciate that. And anyway, I guess that's all for now. So I am back, and probably be putting up some more videos in fairly short order. So thank you for watching. God bless you, and see you later. Bye.